start this. In our last lecture, we discussed about the what is the line balancing part, okay, and why need a line balancing, because we want to improve the efficiency, we want to reduce the cost, and we want to reduce the cycle time. That's why we need to apply this. What is the thing? Actually, we need to apply this assembly line balancing thing, okay. Assembly line balancing we need to apply, okay. So last time we discussed why we need with a practical example bicycle assembly, okay. So now you understood what is the precedence, what is the element, and what is the task time. You understood with these three terms, okay. Element means I just mentioned like that, that is the work element 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I talk about the again bicycle assembly, there is the first one is the attach the front tire with your main frame. After that you will be put the handlebar, after that tight the handlebar, like that there is the activity, and some interrelationship is there, okay, that you can show by using the precedence relationship. So here just one numerical is given, and that is the means find the order of the operation of element. Balance delay, what is the balance delay I will explain after, means in this numerical, it's in this numerical only. And what is the line efficiency, what is the smoothness index, and means that all the thing you need to identify. But here the cycle time is given, that is the 1 minute. So what is the means objective here? In every 1 minute I want one product, in every 1 minute I want one product, then only I can satisfy my customer demand. That's why they put the cycle time is 1 minute, okay. Now what is the meaning of the smoothness index, what is the meaning of the balance delay, what is the line efficiency, and that how to calculate, that we will discuss in today lecture. The first thing means when I talk about the line balancing, there is the three method, okay. There is no universal rule that you need to apply this type of the thing. There means it's totally depend on that particular problem, and maybe sometime your particular method is suitable for particular problem, okay. So you need to do the trial and error type of the thing, okay. But there is the three method we will discuss in our as per our syllabus. There is the one method is the largest candidate rule, the second method is the Kilbridge-Webster method, and third one is the rank position weighted method, okay. So these are the three method to solve the problem, to do the line balancing in actual production, okay, in actual production system. So now here element is given, task time is the given, and the precedence is given. Element means you just put the some nomenclature, okay. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 you can write down A, B, C, D also. It's totally depend on you, okay. What is the task time? Means to complete the element 1 or to complete the, this is, assume that this is means we divided the entire section into the small work piece, okay. So there is the entire assembly I divide into the small work assembly. Like if I talk about the assembly of the cycle, then I divide into the small element. Like first one is the attach the front wheel with the frame, after that attach the back wheel with the frame, after that attach the handle to the frame, after that tight the handle, that type of the thing is there, okay. So I divided our entire assembly into the small work, okay. Am I audible clearly, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now the next point, you know, this is the element, this is the task time, and how you calculate that task time is also related to standard time, okay. So even I talk about why this assembly and the line balancing is basically applicable for the mass production, because when I talk about the balancing or when I talk about the assembly line balancing, here means we are doing the product, we are manufacturing that particular product, and we are producing that particular product in mass quantity. Then only we know about the it means each element work which is needed, okay. If my company is doing the assembly of the engine, then I know what is the actually sequences needed, what is the interrelationship between that means between them work, okay, that you know, okay. So means it is applicable for the mass production only, because their mass means large variety of means large volume of the product you produce, and the variety is very less. In that case you know what is the sequence and all. And when I talk about the job shop and all, there we don't know exact sequence, we don't know how much time and all the thing. That is means critical part. So there you cannot apply. So this thing is basically applicable for the mass production. Now I come to the main point, how to solve this particular problem and how to do the line balancing for this problem. Okay, I start with the largest candidate rule. So this method is, you can say, I just type here largest candidate rule. Okay, so this is the here we are trying to apply the largest candidate rule. Okay, so what is the step 1 of the largest candidate rule? The step 1, okay, if I just try to type, okay, it is small, I write it here. What is the step 1? The step 1 is here, list all the elements in decreasing order of their task time. Okay, so you can say, okay, decreasing order of their task time. Okay, so first, what is the first step when I want to apply the largest candidate rule? The first step is you need to arrange all the element in decreasing order. Okay, so I just try to arrange, just 1 minute. Okay, so I need to arrange all this work element in decreasing order. Okay, so what I need to do, okay, I take this particular table if possible, then I try to copy. And I will put here so we can easily do all the thing. Okay. So class, please help me in the some calculation part. Okay, I am able to. Just wait, okay, I erase all the thing. What is the first thing? List all the element in decreasing order of their task. Okay, so what is the decreasing order? Means first you need to consider the maximum task time, right? So what is the maximum task time here, class?
0.608 element.
0. Where it is 0.608?
8 element.
0.60.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but no, actually 3 is their task time is 0.7, class. Are you getting my point? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So element 3, just wait, actually some element 3, are you able to see this clearly, class, second table?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with respect to what is the task time, that is 0.7, and what is the precedence, that is the 1. Okay, so I just what is the thing is here, I just try to put decreasing order of their task time. Okay, so 0.7 will be first, after that maybe this 0.6, right? So this is the element 8, and what will be the task time here? 0.60, and what is the precedence there? Is 3 and 4. Okay, so 3 and 4. Okay, now the next one, can you tell me which one is the next, class? I think 11. Okay, good. 11, the task time is 0.40, and 9 and 10, that is the precedence of that particular activity, or you can say the work element. Okay, now go to the next. Can you tell me which one next?
Second element.
Second, very good. So here 0.4, and there is no precedence, so I just write dash. Now come to the next point. Okay, so that is okay, wait. I think 10, 10,
10th element.
yes, 3.8, 0.38, and there is a 5, comma 8. Okay, go to the next. Just let me know which one is the next.
7th element.
Okay. In 7th, 3 is the precedence. Okay, after that,
5th.
5th. Okay. Fifth, with respect to fifth, 0.3, and precedence is 2. Okay, after that, class 9, right?
9.
0.27, I'm sorry. And there is the precedence 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Next, I think 1, right? 0.2, and there is the precedence, you can say dash. Okay, the next next will be 12, class. Am I audible, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that 12, 6 is remaining. Okay, so they are 0.11 and 3, and one more 4 is remaining, 0.1 and 1 and 2. Okay, if there any correction, then please let me know. Okay, because I'm trying to do quickly. Okay, so now this is means we arrange all the thing as per the means step 1 of the largest candidate rule. The largest candidate rule say all means arrange all the element in decreasing order of their task. Okay, so I already arranged in this table, or I try to shift this table into the here, because that is the step number 1, right? So I shifted here. Okay, now this is means your first process. Now what is the step 2? Step 2 say ki select the element. Okay, select element which satisfying the precedence relationship, and make sure that the total workstation time does not exceed with the cycle time. Okay, so what is the thing is here, you need to means what is the line assembly? Line assembly means you need to make the workstation, right? Means I will not keep all the job in, or you can say all the element in one sequence. I will make a one workstation, means workstation 2, 3, 4 workstation, and there I will keep the this work element is like that ki I can reduce the idle time, okay, of other elements, or you can say the I can reduce the idle time of the plant. Okay, so now the next step 2, that is very easy. Okay, it is very easy, just wait. For that actually we need to make one table. Okay, first I write here the step 2, because when I send this PDF you should understand that the step 2 is select the elements. That is fine. Precedence, relationship, and make sure that the total workstation time does not exceed to cycle time. Why? I will let you know. Okay, just wait. Does not exceed to cycle time. Okay, I accept my handwriting is not good, but okay, please read carefully, okay, when you prepare for your main exam. Now, what is the next step? You need to make, okay, now the next step, you need to draw the workstation, right? And how to draw? You need to take care, means you, for the workstation design, you will select the some work element, right? So when you select the work element, first see it is satisfy the precedence relationship, and make sure that the workstation time will not exceed to the cycle time. Why? That I will let you know. Okay, just wait. So here this table actually we need. I already made that because we reduce the time. Okay, now see, I just want to make one workstation. Okay, in one workstation I will try to keep means maximum work element, right? So assume that this is the workstation 1, and next one, what is the step 2? Select the you can say the work element which have higher task time, okay, which have higher task time, but you need to take care of the precedence relationship. So here means you need to just go means top to the bottom, that is the process. If I go top to the bottom, see class here, the first one is 0.7. So can I put 0.7 here in the workstation 1? I cannot put because why? Because the activity 1, the element 1 is not completed. Are you getting my point? When I can start the work element 3, once my activity 1, or you can say the work element 1 must be complete, then only I can start the work element 3. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point, class? Class, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please try to understand what is the means step second. Step second, just tell कि you need to select means top to the bottom, just put the element means you need to give more priority to the top element, okay, means there means more task time, there you need to give more priority. So I just move top to the bottom side, okay, top to the bottom side, and I will put that into the workstation 1. How I can put? Just check. Okay, can I put 3 is the highest task time and that is the top in this particular table. So I need to put that into the workstation 1. But I cannot put because I told you in the step second you need to take care the precedence relationship, because 1 is not completed, that's why I cannot put 3. Are you getting my point? So when I move here, 8 I cannot put because 3 and 4 is not completed. 11 also I cannot put, the 2 I can put. Are you getting my point? 2 I can put because there is no precedence, that is the independent, I can start now. The work 2 I can start in workstation 1. Are you getting my point, class? So just see here, class, what I will do here, okay, so this 2, so with respective to what is the time is here, this is the work element 2, the task time, actually I should write in the, okay, when I select that time, okay, it will come, okay, no issue. So this is the, just try to understand, this is the element 2 and here I am writing the task time, that is the 0.4. And what is the workstation time that we will calculate once we complete the entire workstation. Okay, now I assign the 2. Again see from top to the bottom. So I cannot assign 3 because 1 is not completed. I cannot assign 8 because 3 and 4 is not completed. I cannot assign the 11 because 9, 10 is not completed. The 2 is already assigned, so that's why I tick mark here. Now the 10 I cannot assign because 5, 8 is not completed. 7 I cannot assign because 3 is not completed. 5 I cannot assign because 2 is not completed. 9 I cannot assign because 6, 7, 8 is not completed. 1, yes, when 1 I can assign because there is the 0.2. Are you getting my point, class? Are you getting my point? So here I am writing the element 1 and with respect to what is the time there, that is the 0.2. Okay, So now 1 is assigned. Again go to the top of this table and see okay, what I can assign. Now if I talk about the 3 I can assign or not. 3, okay, 1 is already completed, 1 is completed, so I can assign the 3, okay, I can assign the 3, but what is the task time here? What is the task time? That is the 0.7. So if I assign 3, just see the class, what is the entire workstation time? 4, 0.4, 0.6, okay, this time in the minute, okay. So 0.4, 0.2 is 0.6 and 0.7. How much can you add quickly? It is 1.3, right? 4, 4, 2, 6, 6, 12. Yes, 1.3. So it is more than cycle time. I cannot complete then in that condition my product in 1 minute. It is more than cycle time. So I cannot put here in the workstation 1. Are you getting my point, class? Are you getting my point? How to apply the largest candidate rule? I forgot to start the recording. Okay. What is your doubt? Why cannot put 3 here, right? Okay. If I put here 3, okay. So 3 is the work element, and what is the task time there? 0.7. Okay. So if in that condition my workstation time is, what is the workstation time? Is not total work element time, okay, in that particular work. So here 0.7, 0.7 plus 0.2 plus 0.4, it is 1.3. It is more than cycle time, 1 minute. So that is the step 2 criteria कि you cannot means your workstation time should not exceed to the cycle time. Why it will not exceed? I will discuss that after completing the this numerical. Okay, why we cannot exceed the workstation time from the cycle time? Okay, cycle time is the maximum time. You cannot exceed means more than, you cannot put the activity which is more than the cycle time. If you put, then you cannot means you will not produce the as per the customer demand, and you are unable to produce within the cycle time. That is the thing. I will discuss that point. Okay, so I will not put here 1. Okay, I accept that. Then go to the here. I can put this one, no, because 3, 4 not completed, 9, 10 not completed, 5, 8 not completed. Here 2 is completed. See class, 2 is completed, right? So now I can put the here 5. Are you getting my point? This 5 I can put because the task time is 0.3. Okay, now if I add all this element, 4, 2 means 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now again I will check. Okay, can I put 3? No, because actually it will exceed the workstation time. No. Okay, I will come to the here. I can put here. No, I can put this. No, I can put this one. Why? Because 0.1 means it will not exceed my cycle time. So if I put the 4 here, the task time is 1. So this is the workstation 1 design, because if I add now, what is the workstation time? Is the addition of this all the task time which I consider into the workstation 1. That is the, if I add all this thing, that is the 1 minute, right? That is the 1 minute, class. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the workstation 1. Now what is the idle time? That I will discuss once we completed this allocation part. Okay. So now this all the 2 is assigned, 5 is assigned, 1 is assigned, and 4 is assigned. For remaining I will do the workstation 2. Okay, I start the workstation 2. In workstation 2 again I will move top to the bottom. Then please see here, class, top means, can I put the work element 3? Yes, I can put that there with respective time is 0.7 in workstation 2. So 3 is completed now. Okay, I will move to the next. That is the element 8. Element 8, what is the task time? The task time is 0.60. If I put here 0.6, then it exceeds my cycle time limit. So I cannot put means this 8 here. Okay. Now move to the next, that is the 11 there with respective time is 0.5. I cannot put this one also. Why? Because it exceeds the cycle time. Now if I talk about the 10, can I put? No, because it will increase the cycle time. Now if I put, then the cycle time is 1.08, I think. So I cannot. Okay, 7 I cannot put because it exceeds the cycle time. Now 9 I can put. So here write down the work element 9, but still you need to check. I am sorry class, I cannot put the 9 also. Why? I will show you. Just wait. Why? Because 6, 7, 8 all the element must be complete, then only you can start the 9. 6, 7, 8 is not completed here, so I cannot consider this particular thing. Okay, 9 also. Now I go to the 12. Can I consider the 12? For 12, 11 must be completed, so I cannot consider that one also. Now I come to the next, this is the element 6. Can I consider the 6? What is the time? 0.11. Yes, but 3 is completed. Yes, 3 is completed. I can consider this one. So now 6, and what is the task time? That is the 0.11. Are you getting my point? How to allocate the work element in workstation class?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So what is the workstation time here? 0.81, right? 0.81 class?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Now I for the remaining I will make the next workstation. Until you are not assigning all the work element, you need to make workstation only. Okay. So now for 3. Okay, for 3 again start top to the bottom. Okay. So start here. Can I put 8 here? For 8, 3, 4 must be completed, and 3, 4 already completed. Okay. So I put here 8. And with respect to what is the task time, that is the 0.6. Okay, and 8 is completed. Now in next point, can I put this 11? I cannot put because it exceeds the cycle time limit, as well as 9, 10 is not completed. Okay, already completed. Okay, 10, 5, 8 must be completed. 5 and 8 is completed. Yes, completed. And if I put 0.38, it is not exceed the cycle time limit. So yes, I can put the 10. Okay, so 10 is assigned. Now just check, can I put this one? 3 must be completed. Okay, but it is exceed the cycle time limit. This one exceed the cycle time limit. Everyone is exceed the cycle time limit, so I cannot put any other element. So this is the, means you can say this is very easy and the very simple to allocate the workstation. Okay, by using the largest candidate rule. And now just let me know class, what will be the cycle time here, workstation time. Just you need to add these two things, right?
0.98.
Very good, very good. Okay, I go to the next point. Next workstation, because still all the element is not allocated. So workstation number 4. In workstation number 4, again I go to the top. Okay, already allocated or allocated 11. 11 is not allocated, but 9, 10 must be completed. 9 and 10 is completed. No, 9 is not completed. Leave it now. Okay, 2 I cannot, means already assigned. 7, 3 is completed. So I can choose the 7, right? 3 is completed, so I can choose the 7. And what is the task time? That is the 0.32, right? Okay, 7 is assigned. Now again move top to the bottom. I cannot assign anyone. 11 can I assign? No, because 9 and 10 is not completed. Okay, 9, can I assign 9? If I see, then 6, 7, 8 must be completed. 6, 7, 8 all the thing is completed, so I can take this one. Okay, so now 9 and with respective time is 0.27. Okay, so means 9 is completed. Yes. Now 12, can I consider the 12? Because 11 is not. Okay, so I cannot consider. Even I can consider this one. Again, if I go to the top to the bottom, I cannot, because it exceeds the cycle time limit. Even precedence is completed, but it exceeds the cycle time limit, so I cannot consider. Okay, so this is the workstation 4. Can you tell me what is the workstation time, class?
159.
0.59, right? Okay, very good. Now workstation 5, because still we are not allocating all the, you can say, all the work element, right? So I go to the top to the bottom, and 11 is the pending. Can I consider 11? Yes, because 9 10 is completed. Okay, I consider the 11 here. And what is the time with respect to the 11 element? That is the 0.5. Okay, the next one. Okay, now the 12 is only remaining, and that I consider because 11 is completed. Okay, so 12, and with respect to what is the time for 12? 0.12. Can you tell me, class, what is the cycle time, means what is the workstation time?
0.62.
0.62. Very good, very good. Now this is the,
But
yes, is there any doubt? Oh,
yes, sir. But how you are able to tell that for 11, 9, and 10 are completed?
11, 9 and 10 are completed.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. For 11.
these are completed, na? 11 means here already completed, then this will be start, and 9 you will complete in workstation 4, and this means this all the thing means you will understand. Just wait for 2 minutes. I will draw the one diagram, then you will understand everything. Okay, just wait.
Okay.
Okay. Now how to calculate this idle time? How to calculate this idle time? Idle time is nothing but the, you need to means what is the cycle time, TC. Cycle time is the 1 minute, and what is your workstation time? The workstation time, the work station time, the WSI I just write here. Okay, workstation time, SI means 1 2 3 4. So okay, just let me know, class, what is the cycle time? That is the 1 minute. 1 minute minus what is the workstation time here is 1. 1 minus 1 means what is the idle time? 0, right? Are you getting my point? Here the cycle time is given, means every 1 minute you want one product. Okay, so that is the cycle time. And if you subtract the workstation time with the cycle time, then you will get the idle time. So here 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Are you getting my point, class? Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now the next point. Here what will be the idle time? Can you calculate quickly, class?
0.19.
0.19. Okay, can you calculate here? 0.02?
0.02.
Okay, can you calculate here?
0.41.
Okay, and here?
0.38.
0.38. Okay, okay, very good, very good. So now I allocated all the thing, and this is my workstation design. Just I cut this particular part and paste to our second step. Okay, just wait. Okay, very nice. One minute. Okay, just can you add all the value, class? One minute, 1 plus 0.81 plus 0.98 plus 0.59 plus 0.62. What is the total workstation time?
4.
4. Are you getting 4? Right, right. Okay, okay. Just wait. Okay. So 4 is the total workstation time, and what is the total time available? You have total time available is 5, but you are utilizing only 4 minutes out of 5. You utilizing the 4 minute only. Okay, so in that case you can say the efficiency of my line balancing is nothing but this ratio. If I say the 4 by 5, then what will be the value? 4 by 5 is 0.2, right?
0.8.
0.8. Okay, okay. 0.8. I am sorry. So if a question will be asked, what is the efficiency of your line balancing? 80%. Are you getting my point? Okay, so 80% is the efficiency. Now the next point. Thus many times the question will be asked, what is the balance delay? Balance delay balance delay. What is the balance delay? Balance delay, you can say it is nothing but the 1 minus efficiency. So 1 minus efficiency, if I do, then 20% is the my balance delay, means I am not utilizing the 20% of the time properly, I utilizing the 80% time properly. Okay, so this is the all the thing. There one more thing is the smoothness index. Smoothness index is actually show the variation of the time between the different workstation. So how you will be calculate that smoothness index, that is the last part, and after that I will conclude. Okay, please wait. The smoothness index, okay, smoothness index SI is actually show the variation between the workstation time. So SI is equal to just the variance formula, we know that is the summation TC, the means you can say the time related to work means cycle time, and the time related to station, that is the TSI. And if you do this type of the thing, then what is the calculation? Can you do quickly calculation, class? By applying this formula, can you do quickly calculation for this work, this design workstation? Please do quickly. What is the formula? I again write here, just wait. The smoothness index is nothing but, you can say, TC minus TSI whole square. Do quickly. Total 5 workstation, quickly, and tell me what will be the value. Class, what is the value? Class, are you able to understand the concept? What you need to do? For first, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 square is 0, then 1 minus 0.81 square plus 1 minus 0.98 is 98 whole square, plus 1 minus 0.59 whole square, plus 1 minus 0.62 whole square, under an entire thing you need to under root, and you will be get the smoothness index. Can you tell me what is the smoothness index for this design? Quickly, class. Okay, I need to calculate, then okay, it will take how much time? Just open the calculator.
So it's a RAM calculation.
Okay, okay.
.59.
0.59. Okay, okay. So this is the 0.59, means it is show once you design another by using the some other method, okay, and you getting the smoothness index is 0.39, means 0.39 is better, class. Why? Because it shows less variation between this time. It shows the variation of means workstation time. Okay, so here workstation time, if I compare with this number, then it is more. Then I will prefer this assembly. So that's why you need to apply all the method, and you need to check for our problem which one is the best. There is the means Kilbridge-Wester method is best, largest candidate rule is best, or rank position weighted method is best. Okay, we will solve that means we will do that particular method in the coming lecture. But I just want to tell you that you need to do the assembly for reduce the unnecessary time or the idle time. That is the one point. And how to do? There is the one method, that is the largest candidate rule. And if you apply that means method properly, then you can easily balance the line. Okay, that is the thing, and that is the means discussion of today lecture. So is there any doubt? Then please ask me, class. And thank you to all.